Tonight, the Cooper Institute will honor women in fitness. Dr. Kenneth Cooper and his wife Millie pioneered the benefits of aerobic activity and really shaped the way Americans have viewed fitness over the last 50 years. Their keynote speaker tonight is a change maker herself. Katherine Switzer was the first woman to ever run the Boston Marathon back in 1967, at a time when women were not even allowed to enter races. Health and wellness reporter Sonia sat down with her to discuss her contributions and the future for women in wellness.
It is such an honor to be sitting here with you, champion for women's health and fitness, the first woman to register for and run the Boston Marathon, back in a time when women weren't doing these kind of things, weren't allowed to.
Absolutely. But Sonia, thank you for having me. And what an amazing era it was, you know, to have that incident happen, to be in the Boston Marathon. And here we are 50 years later, when it is not unusual to see a woman running. Isn't that amazing in 50 years?
Yeah. What has kept you going all these years?
First of all, I love to run. You know, running is a transformational experience for women. It doesn't matter how slow you're going, how fast you're going. It gives you such a sense of empowerment and self-esteem. It is enormous. And that's why a huge boom has occurred in women's running, and why there actually are more women runners than male runners in the United States. 58% of all participating runners are women, because it gives them that sense of self-esteem and empowerment.
What is your personal workout regimen these days?
You know what, 50 minutes a day, easy running, a few races, pin on a bib, see what I can do. That kind of running right now. But I'm not digging real deep.
No. Well, it still sounds like you are. For women in particular who are watching and they say, oh gosh, well, I'm 70 or I'm 75, I can't do that. What do you say that they can do? Where should someone start?
I would say put on your sneakers and go out and walk to the mailbox. Begin with that. Consistency is more important than anything else. Get in 10 minutes a day, then make it 15, and then make it 20, and then maybe start jogging from one lamppost to the other, and start stringing those together, and suddenly you're a jogger, and then suddenly you're a runner.
You are here for a celebration. Tell us about that.
You know, it's been 50 years for so many things with women's achievements in sports, not the least of which is the 50th anniversary, for instance, of both the Boston and New York City marathons, officially admitting women. Can you imagine officially allowing us to run? But also it's a celebration for me and Ken Cooper. I'm the speaker at the celebration event, the Legacy Dinner. And I am so proud of that, because Ken and I shared a long time ago a belief in what physical activity could do for our health. It's absolutely the purest kind of medicine there is. And he was considered a crank, and I was considered a crank. And now people think, oh my gosh, these guys were just ahead of their time. We weren't. We were right on time, and we're trying to make other people right on time.
I always love the opportunity to talk to you. I'm wondering if you could take out your crystal ball and look 50 years into the future, what you see when it comes to women's health and fitness.
We have no idea what women's capability is all about. We are on the cusp of something really astonishing. You know, 50 years ago, people thought if a woman ran, her uterus was going to fall out. Now we know it is not unusual to see a woman running, and it's the most health-giving thing in the world. And I'm just talking about running. But so all across the board in terms of what women can achieve just in basic fitness on their own, or super-duper high-powered sport. In 50 years from now, what I see, believe it or not, women are going to excel in endurance activities, be outrunning men at 100 miles or more. I mean, you can't even think of that, but it's, you know, that's true. We have natural endurance, stamina, and flexibility. We're going to see massive sponsorship in things like women's soccer and professional sports.
Well, we have to thank you for paving the way for so many of us who've been able to run marathons and do all of the other wonderful things that we've been able to do. So thank you for your time today, and thank you for continuing to inspire us.
Thank you so much.